Good morning to all. In this video, we are going to discuss a problem on open cycle gas turbine system. Okay, so the problem is given that the air enters the compressor of open cycle constant pressure gas turbine at a pressure of 1 bar and 20 degrees centigrade. The pressure after compression in the compressor is 4 bar. The isentropic efficiency of compressor and turbine are 80% and 85%. The air fuel ratio is 90:1. If flow rate is 3 kg per second, find the power developed inside the turbine and net power developed and thermal efficiency. So to calculate thermal efficiency, a certain assumptions has been given that Cp is equal to 1 kilojoule per kg, adiabatic index gamma is equal to 1.4 for gas and air, calorific value is for 41,800 kilojoule per kg. Okay. Now, so let us write down the given data. The given inlet pressure P1 is equal to 1 bar and exit pressure of the compressor P2 is equal to 4 bar and inlet temperature T1 is 20 degrees centigrade. The isentropic efficiency of compressor is 80%. Isentropic efficiency of turbine is 85%. Air fuel mixture is 90:1. Flow rate is 3 kg per second. And to determine the thermal efficiency is nothing but the ratio of net work done to the amount of heat supplied. So net work done is equal to the difference between the turbine work and compression work. Okay. So now to determine the values, we are considering this all the process from the process 1 to which is an adiabatic compression process. Adiabatic compression is PV power gamma is equal to constant. So from that relationship we can write T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 by gamma. Okay. So now by solving the above equation, we know the value of P2. P2 is equal to 4 bar and P1 is equal to 1 bar and gamma is equal to 1.4 and T1 is equal to 20 degrees centigrade. So if we substitute that, we used to get the value of T2 as 435.4 Kelvin. Okay. So now in the problem, he has given the efficiency of compressor as 80%. Efficiency of the compressor as 80%. Okay. So the efficiency of the compressor is nothing but the ratio of actual compression to the isentropic compression. Okay. That is T2 minus T1 divided by T2 dash minus T1. So we know the value of T2 and T1. Okay. So the value of T2 is obtained as how much? 435.4 Kelvin. So if you substitute in this equation, we can determine the value of T2 dash as 471 Kelvin. 471 Kelvin. Okay. Now the amount of heat supplied by the fuel is equal to heat taken by the burning gases. Okay. So here the from heat energy condition, we can take that the amount of heat supply should be equal to the amount of heat absorbed. So based on that condition, the amount of heat supplied mf into c is the calorific value. So mass into calorific value will determine the amount of heat energy. So the heat supplied is equal to a mass of air plus mass of fuel into Cp into T3 minus T3 dash. Okay. So now if you divide whole the equation on with mf on both sides, so we used to get the equation as C is equal to ma by mf plus 1 into Cp into T3 minus T4 dash. Okay. So now if you substitute the values, the calorific value is 41,800 and the mass of air by mass of fuel is 90 given in the problem, plus 1 into Cp value is given as 1 kilojoule per kg and T3 minus T2 dash values we know. So if you substitute all these equations, we can determine the value of T3. Again, if you consider process 3-4, which is adiabatic expansion, we can take the equation the ratio of T4 by T1 is equal to P4 by P3 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 by gamma. Okay. See here P4 is equal to P1 and P3 is equal to P2. P4 is equal to P1 and P3 is equal to P2. Okay. How? Means, so see here the heat will be rejected into the atmosphere from the exhaust of the turbine in open cycle gas turbine system. Okay. So the inlet whatever the inlet is considered from the atmospheric air. So therefore the atmospheric air temperature is equal to the inlet temperature and outlet temperature of the exit of the turbine. Okay. Similarly, the heat addition process is done in constant pressurized condition. That is, pressure is constant in heat addition process in the combustion chamber. The exit of the compressor chamber, compressor, exit pressure of the compressor is equal to the inlet pressure of the turbine, that is P3 is equal to P2. Okay, so if you substitute the values of P4 and P3 and T3 in the above equation, we can determine the value of T4. That T4 is 624.9 Kelvin. 624.9 Kelvin. Okay, now in the problem he has given efficiency of the turbine. Efficiency of turbine as 80%. 80%. Okay, sorry, 85%. Okay, the efficiency of turbine is nothing but isentropic expansion divided by actual expansion. That is T3 minus T4 dash divided by T3 minus T4. T3 minus T4. So we know the value of T3 and we know the value of T4. If we substitute in this equation, we can determine the value of T4 dash. Okay, so the T4 dash is obtained as 670.6 Kelvin. Okay, now we have determined all the temperature values T1, T2 dash, T3 and T4 dash. Okay, so now the work done by the turbine, that is then expansion work. Work done by the turbine is expansion work, that is mg into Cp into T3 minus T4 dash. Okay, so mg, because in the turbine the hot gases are going to be expand, then we can take the value of mg. Okay, so mg into Cp into T3 minus T4 dash. Cp value is 1 and T3 value we know and T4 dash value is 1. Okay, so now that if you substitute, we used to get the value as 262.28 kilojoule per kg. Okay, the next one is the work done by the compressor. The compressor, the work in the compressor is adiabatic compression work. Okay, so now the in the compressor only air is compressor. Therefore, we can take it as MA into Cp into T2 dash minus T1. Okay, so if you substitute the values, we can have the compressor work as 178 kilojoule per kg. Okay, then the heat supplied is nothing but the mass of fuel burnt per kg of air. That means 1 by 90 into 41800. That is the amount of heat supplied. Then the heat supplied is 464.44 kilojoule per kg. Okay. Now power developed is amount of work done per second, that is can be considered as power developed. Okay, so the power developed is mass flow rate into net work done, mf into Wt minus Wc. So mf is given as 3 kg per second. Okay, so if you substitute, I used to get it as 84.28 kilojoule per kg of air. Okay, thermal efficiency is nothing but net work done by heat supply. Net work done is nothing but a difference between the work done by the turbine and work done by the compression. Okay, so here it is taken as Wt minus Wc because we are supplying work to the compressor. Whenever the work is supplied to the system, it can be considered as negative. The arbiter sign is considered as negative. Whenever work is developed by the system, the arbiter sign is considered as positive. Therefore, the net work done is nothing but the difference between the turbine work and compressor work. And they will have determined the amount of heat supply in the combustion chamber. Okay, so if we substitute all these values, we can determine the thermal efficiency as 18.14%. Okay, so this is the method to solve the problem, to determine thermal efficiencies. Almost all problems are similar to this, and just by we have to remember the thermodynamic relationships and basic relations to determine the amount of heat supplied or heat rejected, like that. Okay, thank you.